Quite often I work flexibly, so I have primary school age kids, and often I'm dropping one off or taking another or aiming to go to something during the middle of the day, and I will then work around that. So a lot of it is on the phone or it's on video call when I can organise that as well. For a number of our staff, that travel and commute time is a huge loss of productivity. And the technology really does let you do, whether it's Office Communicator and knowing who's in meetings and what they're doing, right the way through the way that we tend to work. Obviously, it doesn't suit everyone, and that depends on personal circumstances at home and the nature of the work. It's very hard if you're a field technician. You can't really work from home. You've got to be out in the field doing what you do. And most of the time, if you think about our work days, we're working with people all over the country. Telstra is a very national organisation. We do stuff across multiple cities all the time. And really, often we've got people calling each other when they're 2 floors away in a building. Well, do they need to be in the office to do that? No. At the end of the day, it's that people know they have a job to do, and it doesn't matter what time of the day they necessarily get it done, if it's sort of more flexible in a time sense, or where they get it done from. Most of Telstra staff work with information one way or another, whether that's in products or marketing, a lot of sales which are done over the phone, all of the things we do to design networks, etc. There's a substantial number, but by no way the majority of jobs that actually need a physical presence in one location. So it's got to be trust between manager and the person who's working from home first up. And then it's some very practical things in terms of occupational health and safety, making sure it's the right environment to work from. Because it's so easy to sit sort of hunched over a small screen or whatever, and you need to take the time to do that properly. But once you've got those two in place, then it's really just about thinking, how do you structure the work to make it easy for both parties. If you want to work from home on a regular basis, there are really a couple of things you need to do. First is think about what you want to do and how you want to do it. So you've actually thought through when and where and how would you make it work. Secondly, you've thought about the workflows in terms of the work that you do, but also what it means for the people around you and the timing of various group meetings or things where you want to be there either to participate in terms of the day of week or the time of day that it happens to be, and whether in the particular context that can be done from home. And then is to go and sit down with your manager with a thought through plan to say, here's what you'd like to do and here's how it can work from the business's point of view. And then to give it a go. So, okay, plan on doing a trial for a few weeks, and at the end of it, both you and the manager and your team potentially sit down and say, does it work and how? Because often you'll find you do miss a lot of that sort of social interaction that happens, and it hasn't been for everyone, but when it works incredibly well.